So you're just becoming a warrior for some time, and then you have to actually blend it also using this tap 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 motion. Yeah. I'm so excited, guys, about this makeup, about my date. Hi everyone, it's GRWM, and today we are doing our makeup for a date. Yes, it's get ready with me for a date. Yeah, today I'm gonna show you a type of makeup that will not be able to ruin anything. It will be just enhancing your natural beauty because we want to look more perfect. Yeah. Yeah, we are starting from applying an eyebrow gel, as we always do. By the way, all the products that I use you will be able to find on the membership page of my channel. The link is in the description of this video. So basically, what are we doing with this eyebrow gel? We are just brushing our hair through. Some people recommend it to make like that, but it doesn't matter. Actually, you just have to apply as much of this product as you can, and then you have to do this in the upward direction, just so you look low-key like a Grinch. Yeah. And after this, you just do this thingy. You just go like this and then go to the side. So you're kind of styling them, you know, and then you do the same stuff here, and then you just clean it up with this motion. That is what you do if you want them to be actually white, like it is right now. If you want them to look more accurate, you just create another motion to the side and another cleaning motion if needed. This way your eyebrows will stay fixed all day and nothing will actually ruin them. Alright, sometimes we have to actually do our eyebrows a little bit more, for that matter, I just like to use some kind of eyebrow marker like this. I just go to the places where I feel like it's too little hair, and I just try to draw the new small hairs. Please don't make it look like you're painting a black square of Malevich. It's just, you don't have to apply that much product. You just make some new hairs, you just make some new stripes and pray for the best, of course. Okay, our next step is foundation. Yes, I know that we could do the underpainting technique which I described in my other clean girl makeup tutorial, but today we are doing something a little bit more coverage, you know. That is why I'm applying first my eyeshadow. I like to apply it with my fingers because it makes the product warm and it actually absorbs a little bit better by your skin. So yeah, I recommend you to do the same. So basically, firstly, you do it with your fingers, like that. Then go to the under eye area, because this area is more risky. And then you go to the rest of your face. You won't believe how happy I am that I actually did lash extensions, because, you know, now I can save on mascara. I can actually stop worrying that something like rain or my tears will ruin my makeup. And I'm extremely happy about it. Have blended everything out using our sponge, and actually how do I do it? I just tap, you know, you don't have to like smudge it or something, you just have to tap it a lot of times. This way it will be the most natural coverage. I also use sponge because it actually takes the excess material from your face. It will understand that you don't actually need it and just take it, you know.
Just like your classmate after seeing you have extra snacks.
The next step, of course, it is contouring. Next step is contouring, and I'm using a secret contouring for you. Yeah, you will find out only if you are a member.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm applying it to my cheekbones like that. This one is not actually really pigmented, so I'm not afraid of applying too much. So you're just becoming a warrior for some time, and then you have to actually blend it. You have to actually blend it also using this tap 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 motion. Yeah. I'm so excited, guys, about this makeup, about my date. Have you girls noticed that some people actually judge you because of your makeup? Okay, now we have everything blended out. Actually, on camera, you don't even see the difference. This is what we are aiming for, because the natural contouring, it doesn't have to be obvious that you are wearing it, if you know what I mean. Okay, after that, I prefer to hydrate my face using some kind of mist. The next step is concealer, and I want it to be actually very nice, to look very nice. And also today I'm gonna share with you one technique connected to the concealer so that it will never look cakey, or you will never have this kind of stripes because of the excess product in your wrinkles, under eye wrinkles that we all obviously have. So yeah, let your face dry for a couple of minutes, and then on this sticky surface you will apply the concealer. Okay, it's like 80% dry, so we are going to apply our concealer. I'm sorry, it looks a bit messy, but yeah, we are applying it like that and like that. Try to do it symmetrical. Some people also apply it right here, but today I think we are aiming for a natural look, right? And it might start actually looking cakey near your nose. That is why I try to avoid this step. And also, if you have long nails like I do, you can use this kind of a sponge. I don't know how it is called. Some people call it silicone finger sponge or something like this. So you just can buy it and it will save you the hours of cleaning your nails. No smudging, tapping only. Okay, so the rest of the concealer we also can apply on our eyelids like that. Just applying it really carefully like that. And after this, as you can see, it looks kind of messy. We also have to grab our sponge and just blend it out really carefully. We are gonna be starting from the most pigmented areas like that and go in the diagonal direction towards your cheekbone like that, and the rest of this concealer you just leave it here. So you are just kind of mixing everything on your face, starting from concealer. Then you go a little bit closer to your nose and do the same stuff. Yeah, you do it mostly in the upward direction. This way it will give you some kind of a lifted look. After this you have to actually blend your eyelids as well. Do it also with this tapping motion like that. Do it really gently in these areas because they are very sensitive and gentle. So yeah. Okay, so and now we have the last step of our correction, which is called liquid blush. For the liquid blush, I will use this kind of a blush I'm not showing. Yeah, you have to apply it on your finger first, like that. And only then you just apply the same size of a dot, which is impossible for me. Okay, so and then we just start tapping with our fingers we were applying this stuff with, and we are just going like that. Yeah, always remember that your sponge must be wet. And after this, we just go with our sponge, creating the most natural blush. Actually, I haven't cleaned my sponge, of course. It has a little bit of foundation and concealer in it. That way it makes it even more natural because we kind of blend everything. We kind of mix all the products on our cheeks, and that makes them look very harmonical. Yeah. So as you can see, the makeup looks very natural, very nice. Of course, we have to add something shiny.
Oh my god! Wow!
Add something nice, which will be the highlighter. Yeah, as for me, I'm gonna use some kind of a greenish highlighter. I like the contrast of green and pink on my cheeks. I will show it to you. I'm applying a little bit, yeah, on camera it looks kind of white, but in real life it has some kind of a crystallic green shade, which I adore. Okay, and this one. Oh my gosh, yes, it's perfect, it's perfect. And yeah, the rest goes to your nose, like this. You could also apply a little bit of blush on your nose, but we are not doing this today. Okay, so basically, as for my nose contouring, I am just applying a little bit of highlighter right here and a little bit all over my nose bridge. One of the last and most interesting steps is actually applying our highlighter in the inner corner of our eyes. Considering the fact that I have my lash extensions and long nails, it's kind of deadly for me to apply this stuff like this using my pinky. I bet you noticed that when you apply something with your brushes, it's less pigmented than it could be if you applied it with your fingers, for example, yeah? That is why I'm actually applying everything with my fingers. Don't judge me. Okay, so basically at this moment, our makeup is finished. We can use our mist one more time, but for the people who, of course, don't forget to apply the mascara if you need it. I don't. And sometimes, if you feel like your makeup won't last an hour, if you go to some kind of a very humid climate, have some very humid weather, you just have to go ahead and apply a little bit of powder. The powder must be loose powder, yeah? Because this way it will still look natural, but it will help your products to set in. As we all know, compressed powder, yeah, compressed one, it just helps you to play the same shade of your face. Like it's like some people use it instead of the foundation. But speaking of loose powder, you can do the baking. And actually, I'm gonna show you how do I do the baking. Let's go ahead with this one. Yeah, there are also some powders that look white, and sometimes they say that they are colorless, but don't believe them. As for me, I prefer the colored ones that look like my skin, obviously. And the bigger brush you use, the more natural it will look. So basically, we are just applying a little bit all over my brush. After this, we go to the most risky areas that always look messy after an hour or two. It's our under eye area that we apply like that. Like that. As you see, there is already a difference, yeah? This part is shiny, this one is matte. Okay. Alright. And the last step is applying a little bit here and a little bit here. The rest goes for the shiny parts. As you can see, these parts of my face are shiny. This is why I'm trying to get rid of this. Yeah. So this is what we have in the end. Something like that. And some people also like to bake it, but we will not actually do this. Okay, so our face is ready, and the last step that is left is our lips. For my lips, I like to do something natural and cute, which is actually probably applying the some kind of a nude lip pencil and a lip gloss. For my lip pencil, I like to use something brown like that. So basically, how do I apply this lip pencil? I just try to follow my anatomical contour like that. Also, don't forget to color this cupid bone, and then you go from the center of your lower lip to the corners. Here, I like to overline a little bit, and then I go towards my anatomical contour. Okay, now we are ready, and then you just take the same pencil and do the same. You're just kind of starting from the inner corners and try to fill it in, but not completely. So basically, you're just making your lip contour look thicker, but only towards the inner part of your lips. Don't fill your lips in completely, because probably it will dry your lips out and they will look a little bit more cakey than they could. So this is something that we were aiming for. And the last step is actually lip gloss. It doesn't actually matter which one you apply, but I prefer to apply something that has a plumping effect. I feel like it suits me. But some people look better with thinner lips. You have to consider that as well. So we are just applying a little bit first. Look how it looks. If we need more, we apply more. If we don't, we don't. I obviously do, because I like this juicy lip effect, so that everyone will think that you have done some kind of a lip injection, but obviously I didn't. How to actually look like this perfect Latina makeup girls? We will find out. That is why it's exceptionally important for you to buy the right one, the right powder, and you have to remember that for the baking, you have to buy actually a loose powder, yeah? There are two types of powder. The loose powder actually looks something like this, yeah? So basically what you have to do, turn it upside down, shake it, wait until some product lies in here, then you just grab your sponge, tap it into your powder. My powder is white and translucent. If you prefer pale looks, then you have to go for the white one. If you prefer something like Latina makeup and so on, probably you have to go for the colored one. I have a colored powder and it looks like this. You see, as you can see, it's basically almost my skin tone right now. So yeah, sometimes you can use it as well. What are we doing now? We are tapping our sponge into this powder. As you can see now, there is some powder right here. And now we are just applying it firstly under our eyes. we are applying it with these tapping motions, no smudging, tapping only, and then you apply a little bit more. So basically, now you have applied it to the same spot where the concealer was, like that. Now you take another dip. Now you do this one more time. Now let's go for our cheekbones. You remember that it doesn't have to be perfect because anyways we will swipe it off. It goes for our cheek. Now let's go for the jawline, and for the jawline I prefer to use actually the flat side of my sponge. You can just tap it right here and do this thingy. Now you can like swipe it like that. Yeah, this goes as the first layer, and the second one will be tapping. Make sure to apply the rest of your powder on other parts of your face that are shiny, maybe too shiny, like that. Also, don't forget, use the tapping motions only. Now we have to wait 5 minutes just to make sure it absorbs into our skin. Okay, our 5 minutes are out and we finally can swipe it off. For the swiping off, I prefer to use a fluffy brush which looks like that. I know it's pink and I love it. So we're just starting off from our jawline like this. We're swiping it off. Then the next side. We are swiping it off, and then we go with circular motions to make sure we didn't miss anything. Then we go to our central part. So yeah guys, that's it. And if you end up enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to make sure that you will not miss any new videos from me. So yeah, that's it. See you in the next video. Bye!